Hi, my name's Peter Willems. I'm a geologist working on site at DeGrussa copper mine for Sandfire Resources. I guess it really started at a Gem and Mineral Show when I was 14, 15, thereabouts. And there was a competition, so you could name these 21 minerals and you got to take them home. No one could do it in the time allocated, so the guy who was running the competition said, look, if you can name all 21 and where they came from, location specific to the mine, they're yours. So away I went and did a lot of research and came up with some pretty obscure places and minerals, including a black spinel from the Yakutiai province in Siberia, through to the Huara mine in Peru. So as a teenage kid, that was a pretty good exposure to research and science and all that sort of stuff. So that really spurred the enthusiasm for minerals and got me really wanting to follow it as a career. So the Mineralogical Society of Western Australia, we've got about 70 odd members, and our mission statement is to encourage mineralogical study by amateur and professional alike. And the Perth Gem Mineral Show came about by a bunch of us throwing an idea around. You know, there's all these gem shows on the East Coast. Every state has at least one or two a year. And we haven't had one since the mid-1980s in WA. We have little markets here and there, but what we wanted to do is broaden our scope of network and the people that we know in the minerals industry and expand it to people who might not have thought of these sort of things before. So that's how PGMS was born, and it's really grown into this thing where we're not just including people from your average Joe who likes mineral specimens. We're including the gemos, lapidarists, scientists, academics, people from the uni, the mining industry. So we want to hear about how companies have contributed to mineral heritage. Companies like Sandfire Resources, who we are delighted to have come on board as our major sponsor. I think they embody what PGMS is about, and we really look forward to seeing what we can put on at the show.
Sandfire's a company I started privately about 30 years ago, and we're exploring for gold up around the DeGrussa region, having limited success. And then in the middle of the GFC, we ended up, I sent a team up there and said, look guys, I don't really care what you do, but please try and find me something. Try and find me a small gold discovery of some description. So we're working really hard. And essentially we got sort of failed results, and we turned to our second sort of project that we had, which was across the road, and now famously the DeGrussa discovery, and we didn't really expect much of it. And Margie Hawke said, I have to drill these holes, and it turned out to be the first RC holes that discovered DeGrussa back in 2009. So we're in the middle of the GFC, you know, a 4-cent share price for our company, you know, a value of the company of only a couple of $1 million. And we made what is today, you know, one of the most, you know, successful and discoveries of copper mineralisation in Western Australia. So really, or in fact the world. So really quite exciting, you know, fantastic times. But to being part of the person who's been able to contribute, the company who's been able to contribute to many, many museums, particularly the West Australian Museum and a number of other museums around the country. We've also spent specimens around the world to a number of other museums around the world that are looking for the best and the highest quality of a spectrum of mineralisation. We really want to preserve the quality that we've seen, and we have some of the best specimens of malachite and chalcocite, chalcopyrite and bornite, that peacock ore that we've seen screaming out at you in that fantastic purple and that sparkling blue. It's been quite exceptional, and to have a small part of history that we've been able to contribute to and ensure that we preserve these quality specimens is really, really important to us. We're absolutely ecstatic to be a major sponsor for the Perth Gem and Mineral Show. It's a really exciting time for us to be able to show and showcase what are some of the most wonderful specimens that have come out of Western Australia. And so it's really critical for us to be part of it, to make sure we can support it going forward as well, and to have DeGrussa's mineralogy there and on display is a wonderful pleasure for us as a company. So we look forward to being part of it and to continue being part of it going forward.
The Perth Gem and Mineral Show started off by wanting to get a bunch of mineral collectors together to buy, sell, trade mineral specimens such as this beautiful native copper, but it's grown into something much bigger than that. We've got mining companies, as we've already talked about. We've got the Perth Mint are coming along to share some really exciting donations. They're bringing along these spoons that have been recently donated, and they're reported to have gold in them from the Welcome Stranger nugget, which was found in the 1860s in Victoria. It's the biggest gold nugget ever found. We're getting interactive not-for-profits coming along. The core learning group and the gold industry group are going to be talking about what they do in the industry and how they encourage STEM education. So to sum up the Perth Gem Mineral Show, we want to appeal to all walks of life, you know, the amateurs, the professionals, but how cool would it be if, you know, a 14-year-old kid comes along and looks at what we've got on offer, and, you know, we inspire a bit of curiosity there and they end up doing geology and having a passion like this. So as a part of the event, we're going to be running a mini conference in the afternoons. We're also having a networking event on the Saturday evening, the Sundowner. It's going to be held at the Arts Rubicon, and we're doing a charity rocks auction. So we've already got some wonderful donations, and if you'd like to bid for a good cause, it's definitely worth looking at coming along and grab a ticket. If you want to come along to the Perth Gem Mineral Show, you can buy tickets on the door, but if you want to get in early, you can jump onto Eventbrite and search for Perth Gem Mineral Show. You can buy tickets for both the Sundowner and the main event there, and you can find some more information on our website.